Hello everyone, my name is Goutham K, and the reason why I am making this video is I am tired of typing my arguments again and again in various chat boxes and as replies to various tweets. So I just wanted to make a video with all my arguments so that next time somebody comes with something at me, I can just point them to all my arguments and maybe then they can come back and counter argue or whatever, right? So that saves me a ton of time. So I'm just making this video and just putting it out there. So in this video, I just want to talk about two things. And the first thing that I want to talk about is National Security Act. And the second thing that I want to talk about is 124A, the sedition law of IPC. Let's talk about the National Security Act. And the purpose of National Security Act is, and I quote, to provide for preventive detention in certain cases and for matters connected therewith. Okay, that's pretty superficial and kind of hard to comprehend. So let me tell you, let me put it in plain words. Let me put the act in plain words for you. The act gives the government right to put any person under preventive detention if the government thinks the person is acting in a way which is harmful to national defense or India's security, or threatening India's relationship with other countries, or hindrance to maintaining law and order, or maintenance of supplies and essential services to the community. So, if the government thinks you are doing either of these three things, then it can put you under preventive detention. Now, since we know what the act is, let's just go back in history and look at some other things. So this wasn't the first act. This wasn't just brought in 1980. There were acts before this act. There was the 1915 Defense of India Act, there was the 1950 Preventive Detention Act, and the 1971 Maintenance of Internal Security Act. Okay, let's talk about these acts. And the previous 1915 and 1950 Act are not of much interest to us because it was few additions and much of scrapping. And in 1971, the Maintenance of Internal Security Act was brought in by Indira Gandhi's government, the Congress government. And we all know that from 1975 to 77, there was a national emergency declared, and in 97 the Indira Gandhi's government had to step down, and in 1977 Janata Party established the government, and then Janata Party decided that this act is against democracy and it is being misused pretty widely by the governments. So they scrapped the act. Again, in 1980, Mrs. Indira Gandhi came into power, and Mrs. Indira Gandhi has decided to bring back the act. So in 1980, it was named the National Security Act and it was brought back. Now, what is happening in Delhi? So in Delhi, the Lieutenant Governor has signed an order which enables the Delhi police to detain anyone. So now Delhi police can place anybody under detention for 12 months. Usually what happens is they put somebody under detention and then they notify the government, and then government signs off an order. Now government just signed off an order saying do whatever you want, which is pretty bad. So this implicitly means the government is using its power and misusing the very law that then Janata Party has scrapped and which was later brought in by Indira Gandhi to suppress the voices of people fighting against CAA and NRC. Do you understand? The government is misusing NSA. The Uttar Pradesh government released a report saying that it had detained 160 people under the National Security Act within a year of Yogi Adityanath becoming the Chief Minister. Okay, if any of your friends is detained and is under custody, booked under NSA, then you can actually file a petition in the court of law challenging the reason behind his detention and the court will write a writ of habeas corpus, and the officials will have to produce him in the court and show reason and allegations on him of why he is detained, and if the allegations are proven to be false, your friend is free. So there's a tip for you. Let's talk about section 124A. Section 124A sedition law has been there in the Indian Penal Code since 1870. And let me quote to you what the law says. Whoever by words, either spoken or written, or by signs or by visual representation, or otherwise brings or attempts to bring into hatred or contempt, or excites or attempts to excite dissatisfaction towards the government established by law in India, shall be punished with imprisonment for life, to which fine may be added. It's a bonus, by the way. Or with imprisonment which may extend to 3 years, to which fine may be added. Now, do you think this law should exist in a democracy? Don't you think this is against the freedom of speech? Which means I can go to jail for posting this video online. It literally means that. You can say I have been booked under 124A, which is the same law the likes of Mahatma Gandhi and Lokmanya Tilak were booked, penalized and imprisoned for fighting for my country. Do you understand? Gandhi was booked under 124A by the British, and you are fighting for what you think is right for your country, and you are being booked by same 124A. Then it was the rule of monarchy, and now it's a democracy, and there's no freedom of speech, and we are still having 124A, and people can be booked and detained, harassed. What people must understand is that I am not for or against BJP or Congress or any other political party. I am with the people of India. To my people and my country, I pledge my devotion. In their well-being and prosperity alone lies my happiness. Jai Hind. Long live the democracy.